Okay, I just realized no, we should not do this. Because this will be blocked to the vent at the driver. Okay, let me just revert this. Next challenger. Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Naked Audio Tutorials. I'm Yong from Sgaudiohive. Alright, so today in front of us we have two sets of the MH755 from Sony. Okay, we have the stock version and we have one pair of modded MMCX version on different cables. Okay, and we will try to see what we can do to them to change the sound, or if what things does change the sound by how much, and I will be showing you some of the graph of the measurement. So at the very start, the most basic mod for this will be the MMCX modification. So we have the MH755 in the MMCX connector. Okay, so I have a stock cable like this cable performs like a stock cable, so the internals are about the same. So we actually measured against them. There is a slight difference between these two modded and unmodded version. So as we can see from the graph, we have a slight difference from 20 to 50 Hz, and they remain all the way the same to about 800, and 1K is when it split apart all the way back to 10K. So as you can see, the stock version is the one in green, and the modded version is the one in yellow. So as you can see, the modded version has a slight bass boost at the front, at the lower end, and they actually get a bit slightly recessed all the way to 10K when they hit, and they have a slightly higher peak after 10K, so this is about 14K. So there should be a slight timbre difference also coming out from this version. I mean, it might be smoother sounding, it might, yeah, so we have to do a comparison for that. Okay, so when we do have the MMCX version, what we want to do is to actually try them against different cables. I have a very big different, this is a 22 gauge SPC wire, leads, single type leads, type 1 leads SPC cable on it. It is 22 gauge, so versus the measly 30 gauge of the stock cable. So the measurement should be slightly apparent. You can see them in the next graph here. Okay, so in yellow, that's the control, that's the modded MMCX version. This is on the stock cable. We have the purple. Everything slightly performs, as we can see, they actually look parallel but at a softer volume. And when we reach 5K to 7K, 5 to 7K, there is another dip, and the treble peak is not as I mean, after 10K it's not as high. So this after 10K it performs about the same as the stock unmodded one. This is frequency chart. This is not a timbre. You cannot show the timbre from here. But then what you can expect is even smoother at the 7K range. Okay, so let's do some tests on this unmodded version. Okay, as we can see, they have a front part, the nozzle, the back plate, the vent at the top. This part should be quite sealed up, but we can try to do some difference, some changes to it. This is a screen. It may have some resistance value to it. We will try to remove it and do the test. Okay, so when we open up the inside and see what else we can do. Okay. See, almost more than 1/3. I think it's about 1/3 of the chamber is taken out by this strain relief, and the port at the top links to the outside. Okay, on the driver itself, let's see if okay, this is one of the the damper for the, I mean it's a damper screen for the driver itself. So this currently is a semi open driver, so there is a port for the vent, the air vent. This can be removed, and we can see there will be a spike in the sound difference. We'll do it one by one. So let's firstly we try to remove this. Let's align the thing properly first. We'll remove this screen. Okay, let's use a blade here to remove the screen. Okay, on the inside we do have another dampening foam inside. So let's see if I can remove it using a needle. Okay. Let's see what we can do. I do have some other foams that we can try with. This is a very mild density foam. Firstly, we'll measure it with the screen off and see if there's any difference. Okay, as you can see, with the screen off, everything goes haywire. The bass go all the way down. It's a very big dip. You can also see that they really join back after 2K, 2.5K, and there's a dip, very sharp dip at 4K, and increase if there's a spike at about 5.5K. They join back, and the rest of it really dips down. So turns out the screen does some damping for the treble. Okay, let's come back to this. So let's remove this foam and see what it does to the sound. I'm trying not to lose all these small parts. Okay, so we have removed everything from the nozzle, including the foam and the screen. You can see the blue is the one with the foam off. And when we look at this graph, you can see with low damping, the base region from actually 20 to 1K, actually 20 to 2K, they perform very similarly to the stock. But with the screen off, you can see that this spike. And after 10K, if you look at it, this is about 14K above, and it's a very great spike. Now let's see what happens when we just replace the screen without the white foam. Okay, so as you can see from this graph, the red line is the one that we just measured the screen only. Most of the part after 300 all the way to 10K, they are very similar to stock performance, which is the green once again. And we can take a look at 20 to 250, where everything is very low for the base region. Else it's very close from 1K all the way to 10K. It's a slight dip at this 2K onwards to 7. No, actually it's all the way. And the peak is the same as the blue, which is when we remove everything. Okay, so in the next graph, I'll remove that orange line. So I'll be adding a denser foam and see what it does to the graph. Okay, I have here a very dense foam and see what it does to the sound. Let's try to remove the screen again and input the new foam. I don't have the other screens, other values with me in the office, so let's see if I can get them. We'll do it next time. Okay, let's half the size of this. They did that to the stock foam too. We'll put back the screen. Okay, we have the new graph here. One thing to note is that all the measurement is done on the stock medium size silicone tips. Tip rolling will be effective too, but it will not be captured well enough in the measurement. So in this graph, the newer neon blue teal color is the one with the denser foam. It is a parallel to the stock at green color, the green line. It is quite parallel, but at this 4K to 7K, at 4K to 7K, there is a slight dip. So it will sound softer because it's a denser foam and then blocks up more of the pathway. But the sound signature should remain the same. Just that there is a very slight dip at this 4 to 7K. Okay, we have done all this thing at the nozzle, and let's revert this back to stock, and we'll do something else on the inside of the IEM, and let's see what we can get from this. Okay, so as you can see, whenever you lost your, do not damage or lose this screen at the front, because this thing does something to the sound. As per most IEMs, they have this screen at the front or damper. They have a function for the, let's say this is the TDK BA200. They have a acoustic damper here, but on the outside there is another screen, so it's very easy to lose that screen. So take note when maintaining your IEMs. For 755 it's very cheap, so you want to do anything with it, it's fine. Okay, we have this reverted, so right now we'll take a look at the inside again. Okay, so one thing that we want to know is how much does the chamber affect the sound. I'll be doing this with blue tack. I have some people asking me question what is this blue putty they're using? It's called just a blue tack. Basically what it does, it is a very sticky kind of plasticine that you use to stick up your poster on the wall. And let's see if I can get the packaging, or at the very least I don't have the packaging, but this is the product. It's a blue tack. So it comes in a sheet, means strips, and you can just tear and use it. This is very useful if you want to hold something in a particular position, and it is also applicable to this case where you just want to temporarily. This is not a permanent. This is not a permanent like epoxy or anything. This is just a piece of adhesive that is a non-permanent. So let's try my best to fill up the insides. Again, it's not going to be pretty, but it does the function. We are leaving the vent hole open. We are leaving it open, and as we can see, there will be still some space, but because the driver protrudes slightly, so they need this space here. So the wire itself, they'll help us do all the other jobs, compress the inside. So we'll measure this up. This is all reverted to stock, and let's see what it does to the sound. Okay, now we have this graph for the chamber with the blue tack. Slightly boosted base, 20 to 50. This is similar to the MMCX mod. I think it's because there's some change in the chamber size. And we can take a look from 500 onwards. There is a slight disparity, and the things start to open up at 1K. So the one with the chamber fill out has a lower output for 1K all the way to about 7K. And else is pretty similar. So if you want to do some of the tuning, you can see how much of the chamber you want to fill up. Okay, next step, I'll be filling up the chamber. I'll be just filling up the sound vent. Okay, So we have done the chamber thing. So now I just want to let's try to see if we can revert this. I want to add more of the blue tack so that even the vent is covered up, that it will be no air leaking from the inside. Okay, this is a lot of blue tack. Everything should be blocked up and sealed up. I think we can get this to close up. I hope. I can't. Let's remove. No, let's move the knot over. Make sure everything is still sealed up. Okay. Let's do a full seal. And let's get the measurement. So this is without the sound port. Okay, I just realized no, we should not do this. Because this will be blocked to the vent at the driver. Okay, let me just revert this. Oops. Next challenger. Okay, so the other side, I've torn out the wires. It's still intact, nothing is damaged, so we can just solder them back. Okay, but my soldering machine is off because I need the general fan to be off. It's okay, we'll just do it on the other side. Okay. Okay, I think there's a better control. Let's not remove the sound port. Let's not fill up the chamber again. We'll just do a seal on the outside. Make sure it's a full seal. Because there's a part line here, so it goes all the way around. So how do we seal up this? We have to seal one round. Make a long blue tack. These are very malleable. It's very easy to work with, and they are not permanent. I mean, for some of the earbuds, you can try them on. Some of the ports that you want to cover up, you can try and see what it does to the sound. Okay, we have this all round. Let's do some measurement on this. Okay, so in pink, I'm running out of colors, so this is probably the last few. In pink, you can see everything remains about the same. These are side disparity at the start. This is due to the seal maybe. You see all the way to 1K, you start to see a difference. So the pink has a slightly lower response from 1 to 3.5K, and after that they actually meet at the same place, and dip occurs again after that all the way up to 10K. So this band at the very top, it will have some impact on this on the response of 1K all the way to 10K. And of course after 10K you can see there's a spike. Take note, for this mod, this covering out of the vent to work, you have to do it all around because the part line is also coincide with the vent hole. So the vent hole, even if you cover up the center, it will go via the sides and it will not work as intended. Okay, we have done so many of the mods on the inside and the outside. Okay, the very final thing that we want to check, which is the driver venting. So in all drivers, there is this sort of a vent. I mean, for dynamic drivers, there is this sort of the vent. They are covered by a screen. Some of them are covered by foams. They does a lot to the sound. So let's see if we can remove this screen and see what it does to the sound. I will not be tearing this out. We need to revert it to stock afterwards. So I'll be carefully peeling it out with a needle. As we can see, we have a very small vent hole here. So I'm going to leave it like this. We'll close it up and do the measurement to see what is the effect of the sound. This kind of screen, we can get them in different values. Let me double check if the other side has other holes. Okay, there are no more holes here. It's just an adhesive piece to glue it down. So let's try to close it properly and see what it does to the sound. These are all true to headphones, even headphones driver, bigger driver, smaller driver, they all have this kind of venting. Some of them does not have it. It's a so-called closed back. It's a full closed back version of the driver, and let's see what it does to the sound. Okay, so you can see what happens when you remove the screen on the driver itself. The whole graph goes haywire. So this is everything is doesn't match up anymore, except where is this 7K to 10K, 9K. The sort of parallel is the same. After that, they all perform quite similarly. But everything suffers. You can see the bass is super bloated in your face, and all the way up to 1K, and dips so sharply all the way down to where it is 4K, and there's a big spike. It will not come out with a bad sound. I mean, this is still a very smooth graph in particular, but the whole sound signature will change. But one thing to know, this kind of graph is quite similar to triple driver setup from most makers. This sort of bass curve from 20 Hz to 1K, and the dip at 4K and the spike at 7K. This is very similar to more multi-drivers IEM in terms of frequency and sound signature. So yeah, you can see how big of the impact that small piece of screen is working on the whole driver itself. Okay, so when reverting the driver to the stock, you want to make sure that the thing is fully covered up, so they are properly functioning as it should. So make sure that there are no air gaps in between all the screen and the adhesive. Alright, so finally, sorry for the long video. We have reached the end of the video. In conclusion, today we have shown you a lot of what you can do to change the sound or to do anything that will tune it to your liking on the MH755 modded and unmodded version. Everything I show you now actually applies to most universal IEMs around, or earbuds or anything. Even for the bigger size earbuds like those Monk or anything similar, they will work very much the same in the same principles. So you're free to go and try out if you have to do some exploration on your own. But of course, make sure that you don't damage any of the stock parts. They will be, it will be a permanent damage, and you cannot revert them back to any of the stock sound anymore. Okay, so as usual, when doing DIY, stay safe. Don't get yourself injured, and do not damage your things halfway. We don't want to be responsible for that. We just want to make sure that you learn something from us, enjoy the process, and that's about it. Hey, to everybody watching this video, thank you very much for giving us your support and looking at our videos, giving us comments, and letting us know what you'd like to see and what we should do. Over the last few months, we have a steady growth of viewers and subscribers, and we enjoy making this content out for you, because this in fact is what my day job is. I spend my day doing repairs for people, and it is one thing that I always wanted to do, to show appreciation for this community. And slowly we'll be teaching them, we're teaching everything else that we can teach through our videos. It has been really fun making all these videos, very heartwarming to see all the support that we still get. The year is ending soon. As always, as before I said, I will be trying to gather up a full PDF of all the pinouts for cable making, for cable repairs and whatnot, in a single PDF file. So they include what pinout for jacks and pins and different headphone types. I will try to release them to you all. But first thing, I want to hit my first milestone of 1,000 subscribers. So if you haven't already, can do help us by subscribing to the channel. It is very much appreciated. I'll continue to be coming out with content, much more content like this. We'll be doing reviews and teardown reviews, also unboxing of products. It may not be just audio, it may be some gadgets, phones if you do have. Actually, I do have a phone coming up. We are being sponsored for that. And that's all for today. I'll be seeing you in the next video. Thank you so much.